there in internet land? We are back, and I've got Joy here too.
I'm Joy.
She's going to be, I guess, reactions. Tell me what she thinks of what I'm doing. So today's video was originally going to be an outside field trip video. Yay! But too much rain this morning after we dropped off kiddo. Boo! So we moved it back to an inside video. And today's subject is going to be soft landing cities in the Philippines. So what do I mean? So there's some cities in the Philippines that are easier, less culture shock when you first arrive in the Philippines. And that's what we're going to be talking about today. But first, what do we always talk about first?
First is BGC.
No, first is subscribers. 1,860 subscribers.
Yeah. Thank you, guys.
She's looking down at my notes trying to look ahead, I guess, and forgot about subscribers.
Yeah, thank you, guys.
So please do subscribe. Click that little button. It's easy, pain-free, no costs. Click the like button if you like the videos or if it gives you some entertainment factor or some information. Hit the bell notification so you'll get notified when we come out with a new video, which we usually do every couple of days. We're pretty consistent so far. And we really do appreciate you guys. Even if you're not subscribed, you're just watching this video, we really do appreciate it. We know this channel comes from you guys. So we get up here and make some silly videos, but and hopefully give you some good information. But we know you watching is the reason we have a channel in the first place. So we really do appreciate it. So back to the video. Soft landings. Why do I suggest soft landing cities? Well, let's talk about it. The number one reason, I think, is the less culture shock. So for me, when I first got here, as you've heard on our home building video, we stayed in an apartment for 3 months while our house was being complete. Now, this apartment didn't have aircon, did not have a ceiling, and had gelatine windows, which, if you know what I'm talking about, that's the slat windows that never really close all the way, so bugs come in whenever they want to come in, type of place. So I was getting mosquito bit, I was hot, I can't sleep when I'm hot. It was an experience, and we did it for 3 months. So was there times when I thought I was going to go crazy? Probably. Was there times when I was driving Joy nuts? Probably. I was taking 5 baths a day trying to keep cool down. It didn't do anything really, but it made me feel good for a couple of minutes. But yeah, it was not a happy time for me. We lucked out. I could see the house right next door being built, so it was a little bit of motivation. Okay, it's going to come. It's going to come. I'm going to move. Our local gym at the time here, so my lovely Joy told me, oh yeah, there's gyms, there's everything. You'll have no problem finding it. Yeah.
But
so
it's not really what
the gym was not a westernized gym, let's say that. It's a province was gym. Full of mosquitoes, so you run on the treadmill, and no matter how fast you run on the treadmill, you can't get away from a mosquito next to you.
There's no aircon.
It's going to stay next to you. Yeah, so they just opened up all the windows. So I got bit by mosquitoes at the gym and sweated at the gym a lot, which I guess sweat's not a bad thing, but it was not a nice gym. So, and we still don't have a nice gym here, but hopefully one day. But these soft landing cities all have nice gyms. Anytime fitness, aircon, enclosed glass, not bugs in there, all that stuff. Last big shock for me was the wet market. So the first time Joy took me to the wet market, and I saw meat just sitting out with flies on it. And that's where you buy your meat, but not for us. We buy our meat at the grocery store. But we do get fruit and vegetables at the wet markets. But
wash it.
That was a big shock. So they put their little fan thing trying to keep the flies off, but the flies are landing on the meat. Yeah. It's a big culture shock for somebody coming from the West. So these soft landing cities are more westernized. They have the amenities that you're used to. They have the restaurants you're used to. You're going to see the Denny's, the Texas Roadhouse, the Tim Horton coffee, the Starbucks coffees, all sorts of stuff. The big malls, the wide sidewalks, the traffic laws that are followed. It's all this stuff is a lot more westernized. The other thing is these cities that I've chosen also have transportation. So one of the things that I have a problem with here, I have no airport. I have no ferries. The only option I have for going anywhere is bus or driving myself. So to go to Manila, Makati, BGC is a 9-hour trip in my car or a 12-hour bus ride in a very uncomfortable bus that's not sized for Western people. It's sized for Filipino people. So there's not a lot of room between the seats. It's not very comfortable. Yeah, let me just leave it at that. It's not very comfortable. So these cities, along with the amenities of Western amenities and big sidewalks and everything else, nice infrastructure layout, also have good transportation, good airports, good ferries, all of that stuff. So the cities, drum roll please. You did good at that. Okay, so the two preferred cities that I really prefer and that we enjoy going to, and Joy already kind of gave you a heads up a little while ago when she said guest, BGC and Makati. Those are two of our favorite cities to go up and visit. And we've actually talked about even going up and spending a month in an Airbnb just to enjoy the city life. So they have all that stuff that I was just talking about and more. It has every amenity that you could think of. And all the stuff that you can't get readily down here in the province, now I can go to SNR and find some of the American stuff that I look for. I try to eat healthy, so I look for like avocado mayonnaise that's made with avocado oil, which SNR in Naga City sometimes has and sometimes doesn't. But if you're in Manila, BGC, Makati, you can get it every day of the week. So there's big differences on the way I can live my life. So it's really hard to eat healthy out here in the province, and it's hard to find the stuff to be able to eat healthy. So it's another benefit of these cities. But a couple other ideas of cities, Cebu City IT Park inside of Cebu City, or Mocktown Newtown over in Lapu-Lapu, which is right across from Cebu City. Iloilo.
Yeah, there's a lot of foreigner in Cebu City, right?
Yeah, I've heard of the traffic's really bad too, but Iloilo's a good choice. There's not as many foreigners. And Davao, of course. Yeah, Davao is a big city. It's very spread out.
Yeah.
But it's another one of the cities to be it's more westernized.
But it's a part of Mindanao.
And a lot more traffic laws. Ex-president family Duterte, so
yeah.
They really enforced, so it's got a lot of enforcement there. Okay, so estimated cost living in one of these cities as a couple or a single person, and I've kind of overinflated these costs, I think, a little bit, but Joy can help me out with that as we go along. My estimate on a condo for a month is 50,000 pesos. Now, this is BGC Makati prices. You could probably, in some of these other cities like Iloilo, you could probably find cheaper places.
Yeah, it's more cheaper.
But 50,000 pesos at today's exchange rate is $862 a month. Internet runs about the same everywhere. So I put in 2,500 pesos, which is the good internet. That's like the 200 megabytes per second upload, 200 down. And that is $43 a month. Electricity, now this one really ranges by you. So I put 5,000 pesos. That's probably somebody running their inverter aircon a lot in a small apartment or a small condo. But 5,000 pesos is $86. I put the water and the water jugs all as one item because the water you get from the tap, doesn't really cost a lot. But put 1,000 pesos, about $17 American. Food. Now this is the one that is going to vary greatly. I don't know what you like to eat. I've told you I try to eat on the healthier side, but because I'm getting older and I'm trying to look after myself. But so I kind of put this as groceries and eating out budget, and I put 20,000 pesos. Now this is a lot of money, and people have even told us it's a lot of money for our grocery budget out here. But you could take some off of that, you could add some to that. That's kind of up to you. And it's really up to how much groceries you buy and how much eating out you do. But 20,000 pesos is $344 American. Entertainment. Everybody's going to want some type of entertainment. You're going to go to that gym, have an Anytime Fitness membership. You're going to go to the movies, whatever you want to do. I put 5,000 pesos, or about $86. And cell phone. So my cell phone, I bought a data plan with unlimited 36 gigabytes, and I've had it for like a year now, and I still haven't used up my data. So the plan that you buy is going to be totally up to you. I put 1,000 pesos, or about $17 a month. So what does that come out to for basic costs of a nice place in a soft landing city where you're going to feel at home and be able to travel around the Philippines easily from the airports or the ferries? The total cost is $1,455.
Yeah.
Now that's pretty, compared to American prices, it's very cheap. Compared to province, you could probably get cheaper, and you could get cheaper on this even with the budget I've given you. But that's a westernized city that's going to make you feel not so culture shocked and give you a good home base to travel around to find the place that you want to be. So if you stayed in BGC for 6 months and you went to the airport and traveled to Davao and to Cebu, and you could travel from BGC and go and visit all the places of the Philippines, because NAIA, you can go fly anywhere in the Philippines. So it's a good airport. So is Mactan Newtown, is right by the airport in Cebu, and Cebu has a great airport to travel around. So these are good places because they've all got airports and ferries, and you can travel around from your home base and find the place that you want to be. That's my big suggestion, is you need to explore the Philippines and find the place that's right for you.
But if they want the colder area in the Philippines, they can choose Tagaytay or Baguio City.
Yeah,
Why
yeah.
you did not choose that one?
You could try Baguio.
Yeah, it's cold area.
Well,
in the
Baguio doesn't
Philippines.
have for me, it doesn't have transportation.
There's no
So
transfer.
you're going to do a bus up or a bus back. They had the airport that they tried doing flights from Cebu for a little while, but they've already stopped it. So
Yeah.
it didn't have the transportation that I made as a requirement. Because if
Yeah.
you're going to be at a home base, you want to be able to explore. I want to go here, see what this is about, see what that's about. So that's the main reason I didn't choose Baguio. But yeah, if you
It's
want to have
cold.
cooler weather, Baguio would be great.
And Tagaytay.
Yeah, or
Tagaytay is
Tagaytay.
like 2 hours away from Manila, if I'm not mistaken. So
Yeah.
it's still close to the airport.
I mean, if
and
you lived in
everything.
BGC, you could take a trip to Tagaytay.
Tagaytay, yeah.
It'd be a road trip for you.
Or
An
there's a
hour, hour
lot
and a half.
of foreigner in Puerto Princesa and Dumaguete too. But
Yeah, I wouldn't. Me personally, I wouldn't choose either one of those. Dumaguete, yes, it might be more westernized, but it's got a lot of drama there. So you start getting too many expats all together, and I think they cause drama for each other. So
yeah, because it's a lot of foreigners.
Yeah, a lot of foreigners.
That's why they
probably not
drama.
my suggestion for a soft landing city, but yeah, it's got a lot of foreigners there. It's a good point.
Yeah.
So I think that is the video for today.
Yes.
Joy was here. We did the video. We did good.
But I didn't talk a lot.
Did you talk a lot? Yeah. You were kind of just quiet.
Yeah,
although you did try to say BGC early.
Yeah, BGC.
You didn't want to talk about subscribers.
No, I mean, we're still dreaming about living in BGC, right?
Yeah. So honestly, I want to live in BGC. I would like to, when my Social Security kicks in and Gabby's off to college.
Yeah, when he's done in his
or
school,
living at his own apartment. I would love for us to live in BGC.
To BGC.
That's my dream.
BGC is the best. You don't need to have a car. You can go down by your condo, get everything.
And I love that it's got the big green parks in the middle of the condo areas that have walking paths through the parks. And
or the Makati, Ayala Makati.
I used to dream of being like living in Chicago or New York or something. I never really lived that condo life. And BGC to me is just, it's like the perfect condo life. And you're still in the Philippines, and I can travel around to all these places in the Philippines.
Yeah, it's the
We
best.
haven't even got a chance to really travel around. We've been working on house, trying to get house finished, and we still haven't done a lot of exploring.
BGC
We explored around here,
expensive.
but not. And we don't have an airport, and we don't have a ferry, so I can't really. It's harder to travel. But that's the video today. We'll come back to you in a couple of days. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we really appreciate you guys. Thank you for hanging in there with us, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.